and welcome to the Transcendence podcast. A place where all of us who don't feel like we are being represented by the people who were supposed to be elected to represent us can reside. And I want to start you off today by giving your inquiring internet minds a proposition. You could say a what if. If Osama bin Laden were alive today, he could promise a Trump Tower in Afghanistan, and Donald Trump would lift the terrorism designation for Al Qaeda and order all 9/11 memorials be destroyed for being woke. Because that is how craven Trump is. Trump is not America first. He is Donald Trump first. Welcome to the Transcendence podcast. My name is Suaveh, and with me today are a few illustrious folks. The wonderful to my left, Light.
Probably grabbing food.
He probably is grabbing food. Light of the world, grabbing food. To the below me.
Yeah, you don't pick the bad segment, bud.
Hey, I didn't want you to go last this time, so I tried to put you in front. To the below me, to Cisne, our friendly neighborhood streamer.
Yeah.
Who's
Token white girl.
also that. It happens. I'm technically your token white man. He's a half white.
Sure.
That is how that works, by all means. Because race is a social construct that doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm your token parent.
True.
Okay, Dad.
Daddy?
And
What?
our token parent, Mills.
Yo.
How's everyone's week been?
Been better. I mean, we already know I spent some time in the hospital this week, but it's all good.
I have recovered from praying to the porcelain gods. I am alive. I have arisen. I am the new Jesus.
All praise
Just don't
Mills.
steal my hubcaps.
All praise Mills. Yes.
Just don't steal my hubcaps, and we'll be good.
I don't want your hubcaps. You're fine.
I want your
Yeah,
hubcaps. I
Your
want
husband, on the other hand.
I want your hard-paying tax dollars. That's what I want. Your hard-earned tax dollars. I am your neighborhood priest. Give me them, please.
You want to steal light from me? We're not married.
Can I do it?
No, I don't want Light. I want Nile. I don't want Light at all. That's my bro. I want Nile.
Like, I already have light. Eat a homie.
That's the homie. That's the broski. But Nile.
Oh, Jesus.
Niall got that thing on him.
And that thing is
Hey.
demon blood.
10 out of 10.
he got that shit, and I needs that.
He got
Give me that.
extra plumbing. It's all good.
He's what's his
I
name?
just need a little sip. That's it. That's all I need. I just need a little sip.
He's what's his name from Big Mouth? He's fucking. What's his name?
He's Jay?
Valentine? No, the human resources spinoff. The angel.
Oh,
The addiction
I didn't see
angel?
the human resources spinoff.
I think it's better than Big Mouth,
I didn't
and I
watch
like
it.
Big Mouth. I think Big
I
Mouth is
love
hilarious.
Big Mouth. It's
Hey,
so
hey.
funny.
Niall does not have 3 dicks. Okay.
I mean, I don't. Again, I
Good.
told you.
No!
All I need is a little sippy sip. That's it.
You don't get to decide that, do you?
Yeah. Well, I also know right now that Niall isn't wanting to really do much of anything with anybody right now. It's just like, don't fucking touch me.
I don't know about that.
He's feeling some type of way, and that's what I know.
Hmm.
Well,
Oh no, he feels some type of way, but I don't think Niall and Corum would be too hard to convince. He wouldn't ask right now anyway. He's got other shit going on.
Corum has to find his wife. And hopefully,
I gotta.
nothing horrible happens to her.
Yeah, I gotta go kill the fucking dude that's got my princess locked in his castle,
You,
so I can go
No.
take her back to my daughter.
we've got to explain all of it to chat. It's,
Chat's just like, what in the actual?
Oh, yeah, no, they
his
definitely
villain
deserve
is
to
just
hear this.
Bowser, bro, and
Yeah.
I'm mad about it.
That was a joke that
It's
I
so
said
funny.
like several weeks ago, but like I was serious.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
think
no, he said it.
Portals
That's why
exist.
I laughed. I've
So I
always
was like,
known.
yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's do it. And I was like, why did I say
That
half
shit
orc?
was funny.
I will absolutely retcon that right now. It was a fucking Tortle.
Hell yeah.
My
When he
brain.
said that, I was like, oh, I know what's happening here. This is funny.
My brain was making a completely new person for some reason. I'm like, I've already written this down. What am I doing?
Tee.
But if anybody wants to know that thing I said at the beginning, it was a tweet or a thread technically by Tristan Snell. I don't know who Tristan Snell is. I just thought it was a funny tweet, a funny little blog, you could say, that made me laugh and go, "That's true. That is true." And MAGA would say, "Yeah, no, he's not a terrorist." But I think the number one thing we have to get into is what the White House's like most recent big thing that they're pushing in is suspending habeas corpus, or, you know, the thing that makes America America. So, if nobody knows, which if you somehow are able to live under a rock and don't know, like, that America is a right-wing fascist hellscape at this point, what drugs are you smoking? Where can I get them?
Yeah.
Donald Trump's administration is actively looking at suspending habeas corpus, a principle, the principle that a person should be able to challenge their detention in court. So you know that whole due process thing that we're like, that we as people on the left and like humans who care about other humans are saying that it was wrong that they sent those the people they're claiming are criminals and immigrants to El Salvador. That's part of this. Does anybody want to tell chat what happens if habeas corpus gets suspended? What that means?
So I could just be arrested, and I could, for no reason whatsoever. They just said, nope, it's you. Bye.
They can literally just come into your house in the middle of the night, black bag you, and disappear you forever.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's what habeas corpus allows. Some notable times habeas corpus has been implemented. I don't think there's many. I'm pretty sure they used a form of that when they imprisoned Japanese people during World War II.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Has habeas corpus been suspended? Oh, well, there was a couple times in the Civil War. Obviously, during the Civil War, they suspended habeas corpus. There's some counties in South Carolina that were overrun by the Ku Klux Klan that apparently they suspended habeas corpus then. Who knows exactly what happened? I'd have to look up everything that's on there. This is just fucking Google in their overview. Let's look up in the last one. The last one
Actually,
was in
that
Hawaii.
article from BBC, it has the ones
Does it?
in it.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Dang. Ooh, Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, there it is. Congress in 1863. The Ku Klux Klan and Reconstruction, which we can talk about Reconstruction someday, and Pearl Harbor. Yep, which paved the way for the arrested Japanese Americans on the island, which I mentioned. There is still in Arizona, there is Loop, one of the towns where I grew up near. That was where they held Japanese people. So there's the history for you. It's there. It's just right there in plain sight. People you know have grown up near it and might not even know. This is the thing, habeas corpus, as far as I know, it's a thing that's older than like the Magna Carta, which is old as shit. Article 1 of
Yeah,
the
that's
Constitution states that the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus shall not be suspended unless when in cases of rebellion or invasion.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're starting to rebel against
Against
you
him.
know.
But guess who the only people that can bring about habeas corpus, that can suspend habeas corpus? Guess who the only people that can do that are?
The people?
No, Congress.
Oh.
One man cannot decide when we're under invasion, because that's not how that's ever worked. He's commander-in-chief during war. Because of nuclear weapons, things have eroded since 1945, but he still can't declare war on anyone. You notice America hasn't been in a war since 1945. We didn't go to war in Afghanistan. We didn't go to war in Iraq. We barely went to war in Korea. They called that a police action. So, we're not at a place where habeas corpus needs to be suspended, especially by one man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
If Chad is curious, the BBC has this article here, habeas corpus. U.S. courts have found that both U.S. citizens and non-citizens have the right to habeas corpus. In 2008, the Supreme Court extended this to include non-citizens detained in foreign prisons, such as Guantanamo Bay in Cuba. So this habeas corpus stuff would also extend to people who might be detained in military bases, abroad. Might any place where the U.S. controls and they're detained, habeas corpus extends to them too.
Yeah, Guantanamo Bay for sure.
It's almost like it's a basic human right.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a basic human right that's only been suspended a few times in history. And the most notable is when we were in a civil war between people who wanted to enslave other people and people who didn't want to enslave other people. And speaking of the Trump administration talking about suspending habeas corpus and all the other horrible things that they say and do, which we'll get to some more of those in a minute. Earlier this week, I had read that a single House Democrat, had filed impeachment articles and was planning to force a vote, but has stepped down after objections from party leaders. Democratic leaders urge Rep. Shiri Thaindar. That's a name I made in my world, I promise. That's definitely the king's bodyguard. Who is facing a primary challenge from the left to back down from his effort. Interesting. Very interesting. The Democratic Party leaders called it a distraction to impeach this man who is committing more and more crimes every day. There is a tweet that Chuck Schumer just put out earlier this morning, a thread. Let me see if I can find it. It is basically this man saying that he's amazed. He never saw it coming that these people would. Where is it? Here it is. Let's see. What the fuck? Did he delete it? Dang, bro. Did he delete his post?
Damn. He got scared.
There it is.
Oh.
He said, let me get this straight. Pam Bondi was a highly paid lobbyist for Qatar? As AG, she dismantled DOJ's enforcement of the Foreign Agents Registration Act and then signed off on the Qatar deal. Unreal. I'm announcing a hold on the DOJ's political nominees until we get answers. Sir, you should have known about this before you confirmed her. That was your job. Mm-hmm. That was your job. So if you're not doing it, what the fuck are we paying you for?
Mm-hmm.
Let someone else get in there and do your job. personally.
job we hired you to do. Yeah.
This is your fault, Chuck. Mr. Schumer, this is your fault. Elder Democrats, this is your fault. Republicans who didn't want this is your fault. You didn't actually say no. You didn't actually tell him he couldn't do anything. You just kept signing off on it. You kept letting a man who failed his way to the White House continue to fail his way and fail us. You guys have anything to say about that?
Disappointment.
The next time that you have the opportunity to vote, if you don't like something, please just go say you don't like it. You don't have to love the other thing, but do not allow someone to, well, I'm sorry. We may not ever have to vote again. I forgot.
Yeah.
But if we do, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're still around for that. But, go vote. Go vote. It's a real thing. And not just for the president, go vote for your local people because those are the people that are actually going to help you.
Represent you. Yeah.
Figure out who your alderman or alderwoman is. Learn some of your House representatives. Figure out who are the two people in the Senate. It ain't even that many people to figure out for you. It's fine. You should know that shit. The wild thing, the alderman of my neighborhood lives 6 houses down from me.
That's interesting.
He's a very nice guy.
What I hate the most? A lot of the people, there's a dude who comes in to my restaurant and he comes in and he just watches like crazy right-wing videos the entire time he's eating. He's a nice guy. He's fine. But like, he doesn't see anything other than right-wing videos on his phone. That's the ecosystem he's locked himself into. I hate that for people. It's sad that you have no other outside influence because I still see the shit from Fox News. I think they're stupid because the moment I look up something they say, it most of the time comes out that like either they didn't say that at all or like it's literally just a lie or like they're twisting the data to say what they want it to say. And then there's the famous Trojan source. Oh shit. I just wanted to drink a damn Dr. Pepper. Put it away.
Dr. Titty.
I can't even do that. Can't even drink my damn Dr. Titty. But like, it's just sad, you know? It's just really sad.
Placement.
Product placement really is something.
I know, right?
It's like product placement. And it's odd even thinking about like watching, because we have to fucking have Fox on for like football and stuff. And every once in a while we'll go to Fox afterwards and I'm like, the ads even. I'm like, this is some crazy shit. What is this ad? Like what are you trying to sell people? Why are you trying to sell people this fucking Trump fish? Like, this is where we're at. We're having presidential fish that talk. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
That's what I watch. I don't watch regular TV.
I just got flashback about what the hell you just said.
It's
Yeah.
true. Look it up. Look it up. Look up the fucking Trump fish. It's
I'm
real.
not even. The thing is, I'm not surprised at all.
And I wouldn't know that exists either had I not worked at a sports bar. Like, they show fucking sports all the time. Like, ESPN does this shit too.
Yeah.
They show the same weird fucking shit all the time. It's weird, bro. There's some weird shit y'all Trumpers are on. Like, we didn't have Obama fishes. And I had an Obama phone, but like, He didn't actually make the motherfucking phone. He just signed a bill.
It happens.
Well,
Like,
I'm just
like,
saying,
my
the only
mom had
thing
one
that
of those
people
for years.
equated
bro.
Obama with when it came to like outside shit was my president's black, my Lambo's blue, and I be goddamn my rims ain't too. That's the only thing that anybody thinks about when you hear Obama outside of random actual political talk. Oh yeah, Obama. He was in that song, and it wasn't even he was in the song.
it was just about him. It was about the
It was just a
president
mention.
being
It was like,
black.
hey, the president's black. I mean, he is black.
It's just a
Okay,
celebration for black people. Like that's why I love that song, though.
fuck
It's a
yeah, I love that shit.
celebration. Like, that's why it's on the FDT playlist.
And the thing for here right now because people couldn't accept a black woman as president.
And
That was
like,
the wildest shit in the world.
I'm literally like, I'm not the biggest fan of Kamala, but
At least the shit she was saying was trying.
she literally tried. She tried.
Like, she was trying to appeal to people.
Like, and Joe Biden, he's a weird motherfucker, but like he tried for
He was
some
too
of
old to
it.
be doing that.
He's
job,
too damn old
to
though.
be fair.
There should be an age limit.
I was
And
gonna
people
say,
are
I
gonna
think we've
say
gone over this
ageism,
before.
and I'm be
There
like,
should
I
be
don't care about
If
your
you're-
ageism claim. If you're having memory problems in your late 70s, that's just a sign that you should go home and relax.
You know what's crazy? If there was an age limit on that, you would be able to just retire and use the stuff that you've worked so hard to ensure happen for people your age. That's crazy. You could just do
Yeah.
that.
You keep bankrupting it though.
Exactly.
Well, that's the plan. Spend all the money on other stuff and then be like, well, Medicaid has extra money. Well, Social Security has extra money. Well, they set it up to have extra money, you dumb fuck.
That's what
That's
the
the
people are supposed to
point.
survive on.
Yeah.
We're at a point where, like, we have to remember when FDR made Social Security, only white people could get it. White families, white men, white families could get on Social Security. It wasn't until I believe the 60s that like they forced the government like finally was like, all right, fine, we'll just do it for everybody. Like, it's all a response to the civil rights movement. It just took them 40 years to be like, all right, we got a motherfucker. His name is Donald Trump, and he's a hateful motherfucker. He's a hateful bitch, and he's gonna ruin it all for us.
Mm-hmm.
Those people in those pictures with Ruby Bridges and the Little Rock Nine, they're still alive. Jerry Jones is in that motherfucker, by the way. The Little Rock Nine, Arkansas, Jerry Jones is in that motherfucker. He's in the picture. The owner of the Dallas Cowboys. These motherfuckers are still alive and they're in positions of power. They hold a lot of money. They don't want people to know that they're hateful though, because it doesn't help them make money. Unless I'm not gonna say it. You guys have anything to say about any of that before I move on to them taking fluoride out?
You want to add hateful? I mean, they did just pay for 8,000 white South Africans that are rich to come over here.
Yeah. That too. That
Eye rolls.
It did happen. But the biggest problem before the election on TikTok was immigrants staying in hotels on the government dime.
Now you buying them houses, food, giving them fucking money to do other shit that isn't just existing. Like what?
Like, yeah, they got, I think it was $200 a month to eat. Yeah, no, they did great. We were giving them so much. Those brown immigrants, the thing that we fucking told them we would do to.
Yeah,
it's exhausting.
We can't have nice things.
It's exhausting. It is absolutely exhausting. And the FDA is moving to take fluoride supplements out of for kids to protect kids' meat, kids' meat, Ooh.
Kids' meat?
kids' teeth off the market. So
That's funny.
Robert F.
meat, yeah.
Kennedy Jr. Wants to get rid of kid meat.
Sorry.
He plans to phase out ingestible fluoride supplements used to strengthen children's teeth, opening a new front in Health Secretary RFK Jr. effort to against the mainstay of dental care. Like, this dude literally just doesn't like things that have been in medicine, just in established. He just genuinely doesn't like them. This is a guy also who went swimming in a bacteria-infested creek with his family last week. I don't know if y'all saw that video, which I
Again,
wish I did.
these are the people. These are the people that we let be in charge of shit. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you are 100% right. These are who are. This is who is in charge. A dude who doesn't believe that companies are dumping their waste into the creek. And yeah, good job, buddy. You took your fucking granddaughter, she was less than 10, bro. She was probably like 6 or something. You took your granddaughter to a creek that was dirty as shit. Alright, bro. Kennedy, a former environmental lawyer. He's an environmental lawyer. He has called fluoride a dangerous neurotoxin tied to a range of health dangers. Last month, he announced he was going to build a task force to scrutinize the use of fluoride, while saying he would order the CDC to stop recommending that it be added to tap water. What did you say they were going to move towards, Jinx?
For like recommended toothpaste.
Yeah, for recommended.
Hydroxyapatite based, which is one of the minerals in your teeth.
So they're just like, okay, you want to move to a new one? Just say that. You don't have to be like, fluoride is bad for you. We got to move to an. He didn't even actually say we got to move to an. He's just like, we're phasing out fluoride. There is no mention, like anywhere basically, that they're getting a new. They're like having a new thing coming up. He's just calling. Not that, but like they're just saying fluoride is bad, and they're not actually like FDR, RFK. He's not actually giving like a reason why it's bad. There's a report here that I've looked up that apparently the fluoride in drinking water at twice the recommended limit is linked with lower IQ in children. But this report, I mean, okay, I'm not the most that's not my area of expertise, I will say. Also, I think IQ is bullshit, but that's also not my area of expertise. So, like, okay. It's just like, why are we focusing on this stuff when there's stuff that he could actually obviously be focusing on, like the diseases that are running rampant in California with all the, the bird flu and avian flus and shit that are running rampant with the cow populations and dairy populations. Why don't you want to deal with that, RFK? Why are you telling the CDC and them not to talk about that, RFK? Why is the FDA not allowed to talk about that anymore, buddy?
Because that doesn't benefit me.
It doesn't benefit him. That's one of the problems. Donald Trump has like probably one of the most disastrous cabinets ever put together, simply meant to just do the craziest shit that they can. We have Kash Patel, who's like saying he's gonna get a budget report for the FBI to Congress, but like not doing anything to actually get a budget report to FBI for the FBI to Congress.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. It's almost like it was all meant and planned just exactly this way. I can't stand it. I'm tired, yo. I'm tired.
Tired, boss.
Tired. And we'll talk about Trump and his jet last. But we're gonna move on right now. Just talk about, the microplastics and how they're just everywhere, and how Ziploc, people who we trust with their plastic bags, not to put microplastics in us. We trusted them, and they didn't disclose that there were microplastics that could get into our food from their bags. We probably should have known and never trusted Ziploc in the first place, consumers, but I'm not blaming us. I am blaming the company, because it's always the company's fault, because they cut corners generally to, save them $1, maybe a dime even.
And that's real shitty because I used a Ziploc bag this morning.
I mean, it's like,
I literally, and I had to. I needed to take my sandwich to work. I didn't have shit else to put it in, and I was just like, bro, I
think
gotta
it's
use this fucking Ziploc.
I think it's more like if you're using, like, leaving it in the bag to heat it or some of the stuff, depending. But
the specific complaint is that they allege that the products marketed as microwave or freezer safe release microplastics when they're microwaved or frozen, which kind of would make them not safe to be microwave or freezer safe.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of like their entire point of the.
So they lied.
Well, yeah, I mean,
they lied. Will the court find that, believable,
No,
convincing? Probably not, but
they'll lobby it.
I agree that it's fucking wrong, that, like, that's not microwave safe or freezer safe if it does release microplastics. If you didn't know about it, time to run some studies. But that's kind of the thing that companies have done for a long time. The gas companies knew in the 80s with their studies that climate change and global warming were real. They lobbied the government to not do anything about it. And here we are with Donald Trump, who says that climate change isn't real and it's a Chinese hoax.
Have more babies. We're not even going to give you enough money to have the baby.
Here's $5,000 to have a child. Your bill at the hospital was like 4 times that. Bye. The last thing before we move into kind of the fun part about the podcast today, because it's not going to be that long of an episode. I don't have that much to talk about. Donald Trump is breaking the law every day, continuously. The most important thing that he's done is threaten habeas corpus, and once again, he's still threatening to send homegrowns. That is still a threat that should ring in everybody's mind. He defends his plan to use the Qatari luxury jet as Air Force One, saying they're giving us a gift, he told reporters at the White House on Monday, adding that he would be, quote, a stupid person, unquote, if he did not accept it.
Can I ride in it then, since it's a gift for us?
No, it's for the president only.
Understand.
Well, it's not for us.
Understand, a Qatari
Exactly.
a spokesman from Qatar said that it would be inaccurate to refer to the plane as a gift. He said the transfer of an aircraft for temporary use was under discussion between 2 countries. Why? Why do we need your aircraft? Are you taking one of ours? What's the point of this?
And if so, why?
Why? Yeah, if you're taking one of ours, why? What's the point? Why, if it's a gift, if it's not a gift and it's for temporary use, why is it going to Trump after he's out of office? That's not temporary. Is it a 10-year lease or something? Do you expect him to give it back to you eventually? Like, what? Why? Like, a simple why question just literally blows out the water that temporary use excuse. And if I remember correctly, Qatar is a company that does fund Hamas, which Donald Trump hates and wants to wipe Hamas out so he can build I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think it's all just Donald Trump saying, like, whatever makes me the most money, I'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've kind of established that one.
Well, that's it for the politics section. You guys have anything else to say about that stuff? It's actually just ridiculous that these motherfuckers, like, they think we're that stupid.
Even outside of the fluoride, you got them not checking chicken more. They're getting a bunch of dairy products that are also going through stuff. Please listen to the things that they're saying they're not doing checks on. Be careful. And if you need these things to survive, like 99.99% of people do, just be safe. Find local places that you can go.
Testing. Yeah.
Yes.
I remember
Kroger, Costco, I forget what I think Aldi all do
Some-
third-party testing of their own. So
Kroger is fries, right?
what?
What about Kroger's fries?
We have fries here in Arizona. We don't have Kroger. If I remember correctly, they're the same thing.
I've only ever known here.
See, Publix, Kroger, fucking Chinooks in the Midwest,
Because I know, I
Vons,
think
like
fries
all of
is
it,
different for you
they're just
guys.
a big name, a box store grocery spot.
That's fries for us. We don't have all that shit. We just have fries, bashes, fucking Albertsons.
Yeah, I have Ralph's.
They have Ralph's up in Vegas, I think, but not in Arizona. I think fries in Arizona is owned by Kroger.
Okay. But yeah, a lot of them
Yeah, it's
are
owned by
the
Kroger.
same people. They
It's owned
just
by
use
the
different
Kroger
fucking
company.
names.
Yep, Fry's Food and Drug in Arizona are owned by Kroger. That's why I'm like, I know, because I see Kroger all the time, but we don't have Kroger stores here. But it's only in Fry's. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, go to the people that, still check their chickens for salmonella when they get them and want it to be at a safe level for you to buy so you don't fucking die. Why is that so hard for...
That's less money for them.
Why is it so hard for people to understand? They don't want you to die from salmonella poisoning. Even if it does save them money not to check it, it loses them a lot more money if there's an outbreak of salmonella and like 10%.
People die.
10% of their like just stop buying eggs or like chicken. That loses them a lot of money. And they don't want that.
So
But-
they'll pay the extra couple bucks to get their chicken checked.
Exactly. They will. I think because we're all creative people, and we all were talking about it earlier anyway. Did you guys in chat know that the two authors of Animorphs released 54 books in 5 years? I know you guys knew because we were talking about it earlier.
Yeah, that's nuts, dog.
4 books?
That's ridiculous. Makes me think they had the story all plotted out from the very beginning and just hammered them out.
Like, look, I'm a guy that reads James Patterson books. He doesn't even do that shit. He doesn't knock out 54 books in 5 years. With all of his authors that he has helping him, he doesn't do that shit. So that's an insane thing to do, yo. 54 books in 5 years, starting in 1996 and ending in 2001.
I was muted the whole time.
You were muted the whole time.
Yeah, did not realize. What I was saying is that even if you consider the fact that there's 2 of them working on the series, and that
That's
means
fucking
that
insane.
what they split the work in half. That's still 27 books per person.
In 5 years, bro. That's insane. It's insane. Like, I'm an author. I've written one book in 10
Brian,
years.
don't stop.
That literally
Brian, don't
averages
stop.
out to a little over 5 books per year.
Per person.
Per person, yeah.
Yeah.
If you go together,
Per
it's like
person.
10 books a year, basically. Like, it's like
Vacation?
10.4.
There's no vacation.
Some crazy number like that.
There's no vacation.
There is no vacation. They probably didn't take a vacation, like, ever in the late 90s. They're probably on vacation just writing.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's what they did. They just went somewhere, got some inspiration, and then write.
That's what I do. I just write. Yeah, that is insane. 54 books. Like, I don't even think Junie B. Jones has that many books, and those were released over like 15 years or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, they did have Junie B. Jones first grader books too.
That's true. That's right. They might have a couple decent amount. That is a thing. Well, do you guys have anything else to say for this episode of the Transcendence podcast about things that have happened this
No.
week?
Not really.
Yeah, not particularly. I mean,
No.
the only thing I would be like is like, yeah, I'm trying to. Oh yeah, let's talk about the job market for a second. Because the job market's fucking terrible.
The job market hasn't existed for like
a
10
year and a
years.
half.
Like 10 years.
No, but you want to know how bad it is? Like legitimately how fucking horrible it can be. I got a job interview. I had a job interview set up like last fucking like Friday. For this Friday. And yesterday I get a text saying the position has been filled.
Yeah. They didn't even interview
So
your
mid
ass
interviews,
anymore.
they just were like, "Yep," they were just, "Yeah, there you go, easy, done. We got who we wanted." I was like, "What the fuck? What do you mean?"
They be that
We
way.
found a perfect candidate.
Mm-mm.
It be that way, bro. Yeah. Job market's fucked. Ghost applications have literally been a problem. Like, I think ever since Indeed fucking has existed, I think that's just what Indeed is. It's just ghost applications. So the companies can say like, yeah, we have applications out. Give us money. We need employees. That's basically all that is. They're playing us.
Yeah.
The job market in America is fucked. Everybody that can find a job is getting a job, and if like most people have 2 or 3 at this point, like
Mm-hmm.
that's where we're at, yo. If you're working one job and like you literally make enough, that's kind of rare. That is not the rule, as they say. That is the exception.
Mm-hmm.
The Transcendence podcast has been brought to you by this motherfucking ass. Thank you, everyone,
What?
for watching.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
You
a hell
guys-
of a way to end.
Ow. Fucking shit.
Jesus.
Are you
bro.
okay?
Yeah.
I don't
Did
think
I
I don't
break
think
her?
Suaveh is okay, bro.
Did I just break her, bro?
I think you did.
I was laughing because she's like so shocked at what I said.
I think you legitimately fucking like annihilated her mind, brother.
I like it.
I
No.
appreciate it. Technically,
Why? Because this is usually what you do to us, and you don't like the way it feels.
The fuck?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You get wrecked.
Join us. This is what you do to us all the time.
welcome to the consequences of your own actions, chat. We all have fun here. We all love it. This has been an episode of the Transcendence Podcast, brought to you by the Nothing News Network with, what do they call it? Help from Tisisne Streams and Light and Mills. As host So Suave, on behalf of all the other hosts, we appreciate you for coming. I will be back with some Baldur's Gate in just a few minutes. It'll be fun.
And hey, if you want to play some D&D, I'm running games on Saturday. $10 a seat.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Because I need money. Because as
Shameless
has been
plug.
said, nobody can get a fucking job anymore.
Shameless
Mr.
plug.
President,
Go
after
pay
3.5
my
years,
man
you
to be your
regret
DM.
all,
He's really fucking
all
good.
the lying you've
Just
done to the
saying.
American people.
That's
Unfair
your
trials,
bullshit.
all the lying, all the dishonesties
That who has done?
Bye.
you have done. Tens of
Yeah,
thousands.
go ahead, please. Please.
They call me a god. 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 Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Oh, tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a god. 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 I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all.